interest rates, and exchange rates are connected. Understanding these links is key to grasping how economies work globally. We'll explore how a country's money supply and demand influence interest rates, and, in turn, how these affect exchange rates. This sets the foundation for analyzing bigger economic models involving inflation, output, and expectations about the future. So, let's start by looking at the basics of money supply and demand and how they shape interest rates and exchange rates. Let's talk about why money is so important. First, money acts as a medium of exchange, making buying and selling easier than bartering. Without money, trading goods would be complicated and slow. Money also works as a unit of account, meaning it helps us measure and compare prices easily. Lastly, money serves as a store of value, allowing us to save purchasing power for the future. These roles make money essential for economic activity and help explain why people want to hold it, which influences demand. Now, when we look at how much money people want to hold, three main factors come into play. Interest rates affect this because higher rates encourage people to hold less money and invest more. Price levels matter too. If prices rise, people need more money to buy the same things. And finally, real national income impacts money demand, since more income means more transactions requiring money. On the supply side, the central bank controls how much money is available, mainly through currency and checking deposits. This balance between supply and demand helps set the interest rate. The interest rate settles where the demand for real money balances equals the real money supply. If there's too much money around, people try to lend it out, pushing interest rates down. If money is scarce, people compete to hold it, driving interest rates up. This dynamic ensures the market moves toward equilibrium. So, the interest rate is really the price that balances how much money people want to hold with how much is available, given the price level and output in the economy. Continuing from that, if interest rates are too high, people want more money than is available, so they sell assets like bonds to get cash, pushing rates even higher until balance is restored. Conversely, if rates are too low, there's excess money supply, and people try to lend it out, which lowers rates. This push and pull always moves the market toward an interest rate where money supply equals demand. So, changes in money supply directly influence interest rates, which is crucial for understanding broader economic effects. When the central bank increases the money supply, it creates an excess of money at the old interest rate. People then lend more, which pushes interest rates down until demand matches the new supply. On the other hand, if the money supply falls, interest rates rise because people compete to hold the limited money available. This inverse relationship between money supply and interest rates is fundamental. It shows how monetary policy can influence borrowing costs and, eventually, economic activity. Now, output or real income also affects money demand. When output rises, people need more money for transactions, shifting money demand higher and pushing interest rates up. If output falls, the opposite happens. Money demand decreases and interest rates drop. So interest rates respond not just to money supply, but also to changes in economic activity. This interaction helps explain how the money market adjusts to keep everything in balance, linking real economic conditions with financial variables. Finally, let's connect money markets to exchange rates. The interest rate determined by a country's money market influences how attractive its currency is compared to others. When the U.S. central bank changes the money supply, it affects the dollar interest rate, which then impacts the dollar's exchange rate against the euro. Similarly, European central banks do the same for the euro. This relationship shows how monetary policy in one country can ripple through foreign exchange markets, affecting global trade and investment. Understanding this link is key to grasping international economics.